Batman backpack?
Absolutely.
That's your favorite superhero, huh?
Oh, dude. Batman is the best superhero of all time. And for anyone that says that he's not a superhero because he doesn't have any superpower, shut up.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, everyone.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Leo and Donny here. Welcome to GLOBE-isode Part 2.
Show some hus, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, we're really excited. Let's do it, man.
We were talking about some crazy, crazy good Europeans.
Yeah. Yeah, and in this one, we're gonna expand, obviously, more globe-isode. We're gonna talk about Australia and the Oceania type area, like New Zealand, islands around there. We're gonna hop into South America. We're gonna hop into North America, but not the United States. We're gonna talk about some Canadians. I feel like we know a specific Canadian who we both adore.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Or Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how when he dunks, it is like watching.
Yeah, he's a moon man.
He's a moon man.
Yeah, hop and just
He just floats.
Yeah. All right, then we're gonna hop over to Asia, and then we're gonna hop over to Africa. But first, Leo, you have a story for me. And we're gonna do a little quick story time. Everyone, get your blankets. We're snuggling up. Story time.
So a bunch of years ago, a couple was driving down the road and they saw this really, really tall young man who looked very familiar to the husband. And he looked like he had no idea where he was going, but he was jogging. This young man was jogging, and it seemed like he was like an urgent type of jog. So the young man was in the passenger seat while the wife was driving, and he says, "Hey, pull over. Let's talk to him." And so they kind of pull over and they say, "Hey, do you play for?" And then they yell out the team's name, and the young man goes, "Yeah, I'm a rookie. I just got signed, and the truth is, I'm running to my game tonight." And the couple's like, "Yeah, we know because we're going to that game." And they're like, "Why are you running? Like, where's your, you're an NBA rookie." So they're like, "Why are you not in your beautiful Escalade or your, Lincoln Navigator or, whatever it is?" And he's like, "Well, so the thing is, I just sent my first paycheck, everything I had, to my family back home. And I forgot to leave some money for myself. So I'm now jogging to work."
Said NBA game.
Yeah, exactly. So the couple's like, "Hey man, do you want to ride?" And it's pretty cold out. Where this player plays, it gets very, very cold. And he's got like a windbreaker jacket on. And so the player's like, "Yeah, of course." And he's humongous, These regular cars are built for regular people, not these NBA stars. They make accommodations and they move over. They give him a ride. He gets out right at the arena, and of course, security lets him in right away. And just before he goes in, they yell, "Hey, how do you say your name again? One more time." And he goes, "Giannis.
No way.
Giannis Antetokounmpo."
You're kidding me. That's a real story.
I found it on the internet. Can kind of check it out.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Humble dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those fans say they probably won that night because of him.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you want to get into GLOBE-isode Part 2?
Let's do it, man.
From the land down under, Oklahoma City. Who's this guy that you have been talking to me about for like a year?
Josh Giddey.
Okay.
This dude is an absolute stud.
Okay.
He is a great Robin to Shay's SGA's Batman.
Okay.
They make a great 1-2 punch. Giddey's game reminds me so much of a man from Argentina named Manu Ginobili. Just the way that they shoot the ball, their shot selection, the way they attack the rack, the way they use leverage in their shoulders to create space, the form when they pull the trigger. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
And
Australia's coming out with a lot of talent.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what they have to offer. And I know I think it's called the NBL down there.
Okay.
Is very strong, and Giddey promotes it. I know he's from Australia, but he's talked about in the past about how the talent there is worthy.
Yeah.
And I think he's a shining example of that being true.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see what the OKC boys do this year. I'm excited for them to not do as well as the Nuggets, but I'm excited to see SGA. I'm excited to see Josh Giddey. I'm excited to see Chet get some action after that injury from last year, and the Jalen's.
Yeah.
That OKC team is
Yeah.
pretty good, but I'm really okay with them getting like a 5 or 6 seed.
Yeah. And I think the Oklahoma City fans deserve a little bit of success.
Yeah.
They went through some tough times having, 3 guys that have dominated the headlines of the NBA the last, 10 years. They have had no success. I mean, you look back to 3-1, not to traumatize any Oklahoma City fans, but I should have gotten through that series.
Yeah. Yeah. When was that 3-1?
Oh, that was it 2016 or 17?
That's right.
Yeah, and Steph and Clay did some crazy things. I think because KD came the next year.
Okay.
KD was still on that team. Yeah, they should have closed that out.
Yeah.
And I think it's Steven Adams, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good team.
Love that guy.
Yeah, I mean, Australia in general, just coming out with a lot of really good talent. I remember when I went to see you, 2 of the recruits that year were from Australia. A guy with the last name of Tonks, big guy, huge guy. Wasn't as good as the point guard, though. His name was Tomlinson. Cheeky, crafty.
Okay.
Would frustrate you, but then at times you'd be like, oh, wow. Like, that was amazing. He'd put up a shot. You'd be like, dude, that was that shot. But solid talent. I mean, I think that shows that it's not just like huge names coming out of Australia and Europe or anywhere else, South America, Africa. I mean, they're also getting recruited in college.
Yeah.
100%. It's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Make the game more global. We're going to kind of format this the same way that we formatted the GLOBE-isode Part 1. We're going to run through some players. We're going to talk about some players. It's going to be a good time. All right, let's stick in the continent called Australia and the surrounding area. Patty Mills.
Oh, my goodness.
Pretty good.
His game exemplifies, I know he doesn't play for them anymore, but his game exemplifies San Antonio Spurs basketball.
Yeah, agreed.
Just hard-nosed.
Hardworking.
It would have been fun to see him play with Tony and Tim and all them.
Yeah, agreed. Andrew Bogut.
I hate this guy. I hate him with a hard passion because he battled up against a guy named Jason Smith when they were in college. And Jason Smith was from Colorado State, and Andrew Bogut went to Utah.
That's right.
And both studs. Anyway, I was a big Jason Smith fan. Yeah. I'm a big Jason Smith fan. Andrew Bogut.
Yeah.
Hate you.
Had a very small time with the Splash Bros.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think eventually they got rid of him.
Good career.
Yeah, good career.
I mean,
Yeah. But Jason Smith, he takes the cake in my heart.
Love that guy.
Yeah. Steven Adams. New Zealand.
Everybody loves this guy, and for good reason. Have you seen the clip of him? I forget which teammate. I think he's standing up for Chris Paul when they played for, was it the Thunder together?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's someone else. But Steven Adams stands up for a teammate by literally picking up a player from the other team and removing them from the scuffle.
Oh, I have seen this.
He picks them up.
Yeah.
Like a toddler.
Was it Westbrook?
No, he picks up a no-name player.
Oh, okay.
Not, I say that with respect.
Yeah. I got you. Joe Ingles.
I love his shot. Isn't he a lefty?
Yeah, I was going to say, the only thing I know about him is he's left-handed.
Yeah, I love his shot. He looks like everybody's uncle.
Yeah, and I think last episode I detailed out some quotes from him playing in Europe, some wild things.
Yeah, he looks like he crushes 6 beers at a barbecue.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Africa.
Okay.
Dikembe Mutombo.
One of the most, and you said this earlier, one of the most iconic players of all time.
Yeah. No.
That finger wag, man.
Yeah.
Whenever he'd swat that ball out of the air.
And it didn't just it went into the crowd.
Oh, it was with authority.
Yeah. Like his hand was like a giant foam finger.
That antic.
Yeah.
With the finger wag was just, it brought a rejuvenation to the game.
And it didn't come across as cocky. It was fun. Like I feel like even the opposing team was like, you got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just seemed like a really nice dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a nugget as well. I need to get that jersey.
Oh, that old school. Yeah. A little gold.
Yeah.
All right. Luol Deng.
Man, he was a really good player for Duke.
He was.
That sucks. But he was. And also a great player for the Bulls,
Yeah.
who I adore.
Yeah.
So he played, I think he played with Joakim Noah, who we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. That was a good, and Derrick Rose.
Yeah, that was a really good team.
Yeah, like they had the 1 seed locked up, and then, RIP to Derrick Rose's knee.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm not a Bulls fan, but it broke my heart.
Yeah, that was a good team.
Yeah. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh, I think he is a top 10, top 15 player of all time.
Yeah.
What he did for the game of basketball in the 90s, I know obviously Mike, air quotes, retired.
Yeah.
And he and the Rockets took over.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the nice thing is they were in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Brought some balance back.
Yeah.
And then obviously Mike came back, and with the help of the waiter and Dennis Rodman and Scotty, they were able to take care of business again. But yeah, Hakeem I think he's one of the best big men of all time.
Yeah. My dad talks about him like I talk about Jokic.
That footwork.
Yeah.
And that work ethic.
Yeah.
Just the absolute tenacity.
When he wanted to own every board, he did that. He owned every board.
Yeah.
It was his.
Yeah.
All right, so this guy, yes, we've talked about him numerous times. And yes, he's playing for the United States as of now. And yes, he has French ties. But we're going to talk about Joel Embiid.
Can't deny his...
Cameroon.
Yeah, can't deny his greatness. He's a great player. He really is.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have also mentioned. Matumbo is from Congo, and Luol Deng is from South Sudan.
Okay.
And Olajuwon was born in Nigeria. Nicknamed
Interesting.
The Dream. All right, Pascal Siakam, Cameroon.
Didn't he play with Kawhi in Toronto when they won that title with Nick Nurse?
He did.
And Fred VanVleet. I love Fred VanVleet, by the way.
Yeah.
But yes, Pascal never really got the recognition that maybe he deserved.
Overshadowed by Kawhi a little bit.
Yeah, and just everyone else that he's always been the number 3.
Yeah. Defensively, an absolute menace.
Monster.
Yeah, his arms are active. Always. I mean, they're just always in passing lanes, disrupting things. It's solid player.
He's the type of guy that you need to be successful.
Yeah, agreed. All right, we're going to go with, and I'm going to butcher this first name, and I really do apologize. Gorgui Dieng, and he's from Senegal, and I remember him. I remember watching him play at Louisville. And I don't think his NBA career was as great as his college career, but I'm pretty sure he had a Final Four appearance with Louisville.
That's some good knowledge. Is that with Rick Pitino?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, honestly, that might have been the year that nasty injury happened.
Oh, with Kevin Ware?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listeners, team, I'm sorry. I can't confirm that right now, but I'm 99.9% sure. So he played for Memphis in the NBA. I don't think his stats resembled what his college stats were, but he had his time in Memphis and in the NBA. Now, this guy technically played for the Spanish national team, but he was born in the Republic of Congo, and his name is Serge Ibaka.
Oh, man. What an absolute stud.
Yeah. I think he still plays, but he plays over in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah. Solid years with OKC.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he averaged 12 a game for his career.
Yeah.
So
solid 4 for them.
Yeah. I mean, last year he was with Milwaukee. Played, 12 minutes a game.
Okay. Manute Bol.
I
honestly don't know much about him, but I do know his son, Bol.
Manute Bol. 7'7".
Oh, Colossus.
Oh, my gosh, right? Makes Jokic look small.
Yeah.
His son, Bol, played for the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Was
did he play at Oregon?
Sent elsewhere. I don't remember where he played. He did. Yeah. He did go to Oregon.
I think I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, wow. And then he now plays for the Orlando Magic.
Oh, okay. And he's from Sudan. Him and his dad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now this one is a kind of a cult legend. Taco Fall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Senegal.
Mm-hmm.
Tall man. You know much about him?
Yep, not much. Well, no. There's not much to know other than just did not pan out.
Yeah, lots of potential.
Yeah.
He's
a potential guy.
Yeah. Now, this next guy, I don't know if you'll remember him. Desangiana Diop. Played for Dallas from Senegal. And I'm pretty sure if you saw him, you'd be like, yeah, I remember him. Big dude. And I think he backed up Dirk.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won. I'm pretty sure he won that title with the Mavs.
Okay.
Jerry Stackhouse. Was Vince Carter on that team? The Mavs team that won?
I don't know. But those are two UNC legends. Thank you for bringing them up.
You're welcome.
I just looked up Desenga.
Did he win a title?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, Leo. So we're going to move on to South America.
Okay.
And we're going to name some names, but I feel like a gentleman from there deserves a little bit more attention than some of the rest. And his name is Manu Ginobili.
Oh, my goodness. I love this guy. His game, and I think the reason why I loved him was because he was a guy who came off the bench, never looked for that glory, never looked for the spotlight, just a guy who's going to come out, give a shot fake, give a pass fake, and attack the rim, make a good shot, make the extra pass, and get it done. His game reminded me so much of my uncle's growing up. Watching my uncle play, it was just, obviously he was not as good as Manu, but their style, the way they played, was just so fun to watch.
Yeah. Have you guys noticed a trend with Leo? We got a lefty alliance over here.
Yeah, that lefty, man, those lefties are just...
Yeah. And your uncle was left-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony Kukoc is left-handed.
Just saying, man.
Is Josh Giddey left-handed?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Kobe White is not left-handed.
Okay. Yeah. Nene.
Oh, man. He was so fun for the Nuggets. Such a...
he could throw a hammer down.
Yeah.
Like, if he got a seal on someone and they got it to him, the defender was like, I'm peacing out, and because the hammer coming down.
I feel like if you took a poll out of every NBA player, or from every NBA player at the time, and the question would have been, who is one guy you would never mess with?
Yeah.
He would have won that vote.
Yeah. Nene was an absolute force. And loved him. Oh, that year we went to the Western Conference Finals.
Mm-hmm.
Chauncey Billups. Dante Jones at the 2. Melo at the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Kenyon Martin at the 4. And we got big old Nene hitting that 5. And Birdman coming off the bench.
That was a good squad.
Yeah. Thiago Splitter, Brazil.
I don't remember him much.
Yeah, I think he still plays.
Okay.
Big dude played for the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth. I feel like his hype was a little more than I think it deserved.
Mm-hmm.
He produced, but I think we compare, like when you think about the Spurs, we think like championships, and he just never got there with them. But,
yeah.
I mean, quality time. He had his time in the NBA. If he's still playing, I haven't heard much about him, but I mean, solid player at the time. This next one from Argentina, Luis Scola.
I love Luis. My favorite thing about him is he looks like he teaches like 21st century English literature.
Yeah.
It's just his look is just hilarious. That hair.
Yeah, he's a professor.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
he looks like he teaches, defense against the dark arts at Hogwarts.
I think they tried to cast him in the movie.
Good ball player. I guess I should mention that.
Was it the Rockets?
He can hoop. Didn't he give Team USA all kinds of fits?
Oh yeah,
when he played for Argentina
in the Olympics.
Yeah.
No, he was very effective.
Mm-hmm.
Very effective.
I was sorry, man. I was laughing at you with this because I saw this next dude on the list and I just couldn't help but laugh. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute.
All right, so we got another man from Brazil, Anderson Varejão.
Okay, so have you seen the clip of when he played with LeBron at the Cavs?
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the only time I've ever known Anderson Varejão is because of LeBron.
So someone goes to save the ball, and he's not paying attention, and he's obviously on the floor.
Yeah,
and he's not like expecting this.
Okay.
So whoever saves the ball, it might be LeBron, but someone saves the ball and totally just drops him square in the nuts. Oh my gosh. He takes a shot so hard to the pills.
Okay.
It is just hilarious.
Instant agony.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It is so funny. We'll have to pull that up.
So this next guy is also from Brazil, and I'm going to be honest with you. I know nothing about this gentleman, but through my research, he's on like a lot of top 15, top 10 lists of players from Brazil. And I'm not going to lie, I just love his name because I watch a lot of, I'm going to mention this a lot on this podcast. I watch a lot of soccer/football.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of Brazilians, and his name is Raulzinho Neto. You know anything about him?
No.
Okay. Great name. Andres, how do you say this? I remember I used to know how to say this. Andres Nocioni?
Nocioni?
Yes. Bowls, right? From Argentina?
That might be right.
Yeah. Gravia Vasquez from Venezuela. Honestly don't know much about this guy. And I did some research, but he's probably considered the greatest player to play in the NBA from Venezuela.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, through my research, most of South American players come from Brazil or Argentina. But it's really great to see some like other guys come from the non dominating basketball or just overall sport countries from South America.
Yeah.
Facundo Campazzo.
I love this dude's game.
Yeah.
I was so sad when he departed from the Nuggets.
He was a Nugget?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, Argentina and a former Nugget.
Okay.
And Leo knows the T on him, so give it to us.
He didn't get a whole lot of playing time, and he shouldn't have. But dude, it was like the South American Jason Williams. Oh, that type of play.
Entertainment, just pure entertainment.
Like Magic Johnson style.
Okay.
But he was very small, not Magic size.
Gotcha. Next gentleman is from Trinidad and Tobago. And I don't know much about this guy either. His name's Carl Herrera, but he's also, I think he's been retired for a while, but he's also considered one of the best players to ever come out of South America, according to a lot of ESPN analysts. Esteban Batista from Uruguay. Know much about this guy? Yeah, I don't either. There's a lot of guys. I feel like what we primarily know is from Argentina and Brazil. Leandro Barbosa, Brazil.
Good player. I don't really have much else about him.
He had one of the quickest first steps to the hoop.
Yeah.
Like he literally would be 3 feet outside the 3-point line, take one dribble and be at the rim.
Yeah.
Freak. Solid. He was on that Nash team in Phoenix. All right, Leo, we're going to make a stop at home.
Okay.
I mean, North America in that sense. We're going to talk about Jamal Murray quick.
Okay.
So he was born in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. Went to Grand River High School in Ontario, and then he stopped in Kentucky for college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Playing for Calipari.
Yeah. His mother is from Syria, and his father was born in Jamaica.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's got,
that's all over the world.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he's obviously an absolute key piece to this Denver Nuggets engine that is just purring.
ESPN voted him a top 20 player this week.
Yeah. Deserving after that and that playoff. And you think about coming back from that injury.
Yeah.
Like doing what he did is just amazing.
Makes you wonder if what he did in the playoffs is just how he's going to be moving forward.
Yeah. Are we saying that that's the base and he's just going to get better? Because I'm fine with that.
We don't even know how good Nikola Jokic is going to be.
Yeah. And
he's just getting better as well.
Leo right now is wearing an NBA Jam card. And if any of you have played NBA Jam, it's 2v2, right? And he's got a Murray Jokic card. Now, call me biased, but I'm picking that over Scotty and Jordan.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of good confidence, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mainly I would do more damage with Jamal because he's so quick and explosive and shifty.
Yeah, that's fair. I
just tell Jokic to go stand under the basket.
I think the difference there is
Get my rebounds.
Scotty's defense, I think, is too much, maybe.
Yeah. It's a matchup I'd love to see.
But also, Jokic is huge, so yeah, it'd probably be Jokic and Murray. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go from Canada quickly to Mexico, and this guy you and I have talked about numerous times. Also, kind of a cult legend, Eduardo Nájera.
Oh my goodness!
Boom. One of the hardest working players I've ever seen.
Loved his game. Loved his game for the Nugs. Loved his game.
Yeah. That man was diving on the floor.
Yeah.
Every moment possible. He had some great years. I think he played with us during the Melo years.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
All right, so I want to stay in Mexico.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you know this story. It's an interesting story. His name is Jorge Gutierrez.
Okay.
He played in the NBA, but he also won a 4A state title championship here in Colorado with Lincoln High School. I remember going to this state title game in Boulder, and he was here through a foreign exchange student program. And he was absolutely electric. Powerful off the dribble, nice pull-up, touch, and he's about as quick as they come. That Lincoln team was really, really good. And I think they actually had one or two more foreign exchange students, specifically one from Senegal who was just absolutely owning every board. I don't think he played in college, or if he did, he didn't have the same impact as Jorge Gutierrez.
Okay.
But that team was really, really good, and I think they ended up beating a Ralston Valley team that year for the title. But he played for Cal Berkeley in college, and then he
Holy
went.
cow.
Yeah, and I think he was.
So he's smart.
Yeah, I think he was either first team or second team one of the years, Pac-12. And then he went undrafted, and he played for the Nets, Bucks, Charlotte Hornets. I don't think he really had like a solid NBA career, but like, I mean, if you play any years in the NBA,
Yeah.
you are more than average at basketball.
You are elite.
Yes. Like when I say more than average, I'm being highly sarcastic. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to a man from Puerto Rico, JJ Barea.
Loved his game. He looked like a little child
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. I feel like he could be like a UFC fighter,
He looks
you know?
the part.
Yeah. A little stocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good player.
Little bowling ball running around out there.
Yeah. Al Horford, Dominican Republic.
There's a reason why he's played for so long and he's still a starter on one of the best teams in the NBA.
That's a good point.
He's an absolute monster.
Yeah, because he went to college with Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's still at the top of his game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next, I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Steve Nash.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Canada knows how to build the guards.
Yeah.
You have Steve Nash. You have Shea.
Yeah. And I want you to talk about Shea.
Oh my
Because isn't this your MVP pick?
That's, yeah, I mean, and following Steve Nash, who is a two-time MVP.
Yeah.
Shea, I really think that Shea's going to have it. He was a absolute stud last year. Led his team. They have Chet back this year. Chet's looking really solid. They have Josh Giddey. I think Shea's got it.
Yeah. Andrew Wiggins, Canada.
People said he was washed up. He goes to a good program, goes to a good club like Golden State.
Yeah.
He's a champion.
Won a title.
Look at that. And he's a stud on the title team, not just
I was
a
going to say.
rider. He's a stud on the title team.
Big portion of that win that year. Now, I didn't even know this guy was from Canada. Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, he's my favorite, I think, of the Kardashian starting five.
Yeah. Kelly Olynyk, Gonzaga, Canada.
Yeah, another one with the hair.
Another professor.
The dude looks like he's going to help you check out the beer that you just grabbed from the store.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, do you really want that IPA?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dylan Brooks, Canada.
I hope that he runs into a wall with his hands tied behind his back.
Yeah, not my favorite player.
No.
But can ball.
Yeah, he can. There was a stat I was listening to, I forget who, but they were talking about how he's a better guard than Marcus Smart, which I still disagree with.
Yeah.
Defensively.
Like, I'm taking the eye test, and the eye test picks Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I agree. But shooting wise, it's Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
But I agree. I take Marcus Smart as well. Who's next? Rick Fox.
I didn't even know he's Canadian.
Me either.
Yeah.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful face.
He does. Samuel Dallenberg. You remember him?
No.
Big man?
No.
I mean, he was there.
Okay.
Yeah. RJ Barrett.
Oh, yeah. Another lefty.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he went to a really crappy college.
Yeah. Let's move on to Asia. And I want to talk about Yao Ming's influence on the NBA and in Asia. So, okay, I'm gonna kind of break down some crazy things for him.
All right, let me hear about it, because I don't know much about him.
Really?
I just know that he was pretty tall
Yeah.
and a good ball player, and I hear he's a good person.
Yeah. Like
That's all I really know about him.
does a lot of work in the humanitarian sector. So he's born in Shanghai. He was the first overall draft pick in 2002 to the Houston Rockets. Played from 2002 to 2011 with those Rockets. Reached the playoffs 4 times with the Rockets. 8-time NBA All-Star. His number 11 was retired by Houston. And over his NBA career, he averaged 19 points, 9.2 rebounds, 1.9 blocks per game, which is a pretty solid stat line.
That's a rounded double-double.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
And I mean, do you remember like the head-to-head matchups with Shaq?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's just like 2 Colossuses.
Oh.
Colossi?
Colossi?
What's
Colosses?
Yeah, what's plural for Colossus?
April? What's plural for Colossus? Is it just Colossus?
Colossi?
No, it's colossal. They're both colossal human beings.
Correct. Yeah. So what derailed his career was a nasty foot injury, but he had a solid career.
Oh,
And
my goodness, yeah.
in 2016, he was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame alongside his fellow big man Shaq.
Oh, nice.
And a former Nugget, Allen Iverson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, AI definitely deserves to be there for sure.
Yeah.
As a Sixer,
Yeah.
definitely.
And he only played, 8-9 years in the NBA, and he had endorsements with Nike, Reebok, Pepsi, Visa, Apple, Garmin, McDonald's. Some of them are still going. I didn't check which ones, but yeah, some of them he still has. And I bet he's got other ones too. Yeah, major influence on popularity of the NBA in China and Asia overall. I would say he's an iconic player. But yeah, great guy. I mean, a lot of the research I did, and I'm not going to talk about in this pod, is he does a lot of humanitarian work around the world. Seems like a really, really, really good guy. I mean, you want to talk about the term Jolly Giant? I think that's him.
Yeah, and isn't he the president of the league in?
Yeah.
Is it Shanghai or is it somewhere else? In China?
He's I don't know what the exact title is, but he is like the head of some form of basketball operations over in China. All right, so we're gonna move on to Rui Hachimura, born in Japan, played at Gonzaga, drafted by the Wizards, traded to the Lakers at deadline last year, and he did have some moments in the Western Conference Finals against our Nuggets, but what had that series end?
I believe it was a 4-0 sweep.
That's right. Yeah, I remember. I went and bought a broom.
Oh yeah, lots of dust bunnies.
Yeah. All right, this next guy, another Chinese player, and I don't know if he had a great NBA career, but his name was Wang Zhizhi. He was born in Beijing, China, drafted by the Mavs in '99, and he was the first Chinese player to ever compete in the NBA. So,
okay.
I thought we should throw him in there.
If he's the first, yeah, we got to have him in there.
Yeah, and again, just like the first or part one, we are going to butcher these names. We are so sorry. We are trying our hardest, and it is no disrespect to anybody. We are putting these guys on this list because of how iconic they are. Next one is Monk Batar. He was born in Hengan Banner, Inner Mongolia. Undrafted, played for the Nuggets, played for the Spurs, and then he played for the Raptors. And then there's Ha Sung Ji. He was born in Seoul, South Korea. He's 7'3". He was drafted by the Blazers in 2004. And as of now, he's the first and only South Korean to ever play in the NBA. Sun Yu, born in Kaguazhou, China, drafted by the LA Lakers in 2007, and he won an NBA title with those Lakers in 2009. There's Yuta Wanabe, born in Yokohama, Japan, undrafted, played his college ball at George Washington, and he's actually currently on the Phoenix Suns roster.
Yo, have you seen this guy shoot the ball?
Can he shoot?
He is a sniper.
Okay, I've only done research on him. I haven't actually watched him play.
Oh my goodness.
Is he a sniper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude can shoot the rock.
Was he there last year?
He was with Brooklyn.
Okay.
He was killing it with Brooklyn, I believe. Let me check.
Okay.
44% from 3.
Damn.
Which
that's actually, I mean, what did Jamal shoot? I bet that was probably pretty close to Jamal.
Jamal shot 39.6%.
All right.
From 3. Yeah.
Japanese sniper.
Yeah, dude. Dude can stroke.
Yeah. And then we want to talk about this last guy. Everybody knows this name.
Linsanity.
Linsanity is now he wasn't technically born in an Asian country. He was born in California, but he was born to parents from Taiwan.
Okay.
And I mean, who can forget Linsanity?
It was insane, dude.
Yeah.
For a while, when he touched a basketball.
Yeah.
I watched a clip recently about how, did that cause some animosity in the locker room when he started to make his run?
Yeah.
How did that impact his teammates? And some guys in the locker room say that it was nothing. Everybody was a team. Everybody loved everybody.
He seemed like a really good dude.
And some others said that they were not happy that they weren't getting as many touches as they were used to getting. So,
okay.
I don't know. We weren't in the locker room, but
so we're not gonna do a top 3 on this list, okay? But I am gonna give you a blind 5.
All right.
From this list.
A fist of 5, huh?
Fist of 5.
I think we need to make a rule on this.
Okay, what's the rule?
Because I know that I'm going to break it because I'm just going to do it.
Okay.
It's a strategy, but it's a cheating strategy.
Okay.
Your first pick you cannot select them as a 3.
Oh, okay.
because that's a fence riding
Yeah.
thing, and I'm gonna do that if you let me do it.
Okay.
Every time.
All right.
So, all right, let's hear it. What do you have?
Okay. Number 1, but doesn't have to be number 1.
And these are players from all over the world.
All 5 of these guys in this podcast. Okay.
Okay.
Anderson Varejao.
Oh, the dude that took
Yeah, boy.
crazy cool hair. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be put at number 5.
That's fair. He certainly knows how to ride coattails of LeBron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I agree.
Yeah. Josh Giddey.
Oh man,
I like making it tough for you, my friend.
I love Josh Giddey. I think his.
I know
game
you
is
love Josh
incredible.
Giddey.
His game is nuts. Oh man, I'm gonna put Josh at 3.
Oh, okay. Okay. Whatever.
Josh is really good.
He's very good.
Are these players of all time? Or are they? Well, I guess Anderson Varejao. Never mind.
Yeah.
These
Like these current and past.
Yeah. So then I think 3 is really good.
Yeah, I agree. All right, I'm gonna hop over to Canada.
Canada.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you know that guy named Steve Nash?
Steve Nash is going to be put at number 2.
Okay, he's actually doing a lot better than I thought he would.
He's a 2-time MVP, assist leader a couple times in the league. Steve Nash was successful with 2 different franchises.
Yeah.
He's my number 2.
That's a good point. Yao Ming.
4.
Fair. Okay, let's recap quick. We've got
I'm nervous about this last one.
So we got Anderson Varejao at 5, Yao Ming at 4, Josh Giddey at 3, and Steve Nash
At 2.
at dos.
I'm really happy with this list so far. So this next pick is literally make or break for me.
Yeah, and you've played this well because this last pick should probably be 1, even if you say him. It's Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh, number 1
Yeah.
for sure. Wow, I'm really happy with this.
Yeah, that was
And
you did that well.
Thank you.
I thought I was going to get you to bite on Josh Giddey at number 1. I really did.
I almost put him at 2.
Or even Steve.
Which that would have been, and I almost did that as well.
Yeah. How do you feel about your list?
I think that I'm really good at this game.
Yeah, I got to find ways to trick you. I got to play reverse psychology or something. I don't know. I need to do something because you killed the last one too.
I got lucky, man. That's what I meant to say.
Would you change anything?
No, but if I had to, if someone was like, you have to make a change,
Mm-hmm.
I would change my 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I would change Josh and Steve. Josh is nowhere at the caliber that Steve was at, but I think that Josh will get there.
Okay.
He has the best chance.
Yeah.
Anderson is a comfortable 5.
Okay.
And Yao is probably better than Josh. Maybe Josh and Yao.
Yeah. I would give it to Josh.
Yeah.
Like if you were asking me to start a team, I'm taking Josh over Yao, and it's not to disrespect Yao, but you're also asking guys that look at the modern game.
Run and gun. Shoot the triple.
Yep. The triple.
Shoot the triple. The triple, eh? Jeez.
Eh? He's going real Canadian on us, guys.
You went China, Australia,
Yep. Canada,
Canada,
Nigeria,
Africa.
Yep. Brazil. Okay.
Good representation.
All right. So that completes the 2-part GLOBE-isode.
GLOBE-isode.
GLOBE-isode. Let's get out of here, Leo.
Every time we say GLOBE-isode, I think of White Goodman from Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Globo Gym.
Globo Gym.
So everyone, please, as you're showing some hus, please just know that we're better than you,
Yeah.
and we know it.
Cause there ain't no problems, babe.